Gold, silver, precious metal mining stock investors, you want some good news? I've got some good news for you. But first, we need to talk about some bad news. And think about this. If it weren't for bad news, there wouldn't be any good news. And if the good news is that we're already halfway or maybe all the way through the bad news, the good news is right around the corner. Now, if that didn't confuse you, stick around. I'm going to explain a lot more about what I mean in this video. The bad news is that the GDXJ, the Junior Gold Mining Index, it tracks the overall conglomeration of the junior gold mining companies. It is down 43% in the last 12 weeks. Since mid-April. That wasn't that long ago, right? Like a little under 3 months, we've dropped 43%. It has been painful. We know that now. That's bad news, right? We can accept that. We're all still alive. You're watching this video. You're with me here in the basement. We're okay. We're not happy about it, but we're okay. You know what? There can't be good news without bad news. And I would say that bad news, that poor performance, we're likely the majority of the way through it, if not all the way through it, and things will start to change. It may not feel that way right now. I understand. The idea that my portfolio of gold mining and silver mining stocks could actually show green numbers seems foreign to me right now, but that's likely when things change. Don't forget, Goldman Sachs, those super intelligent, Ivy League educated Wall Street guys that are always right about everything, we hope they're right this time, is predicting $2,500 gold by the end of the year. That would be like $30, $35 silver, or at least much, much higher silver. And Gareth Soloway, probably one of the biggest rising stars in the analyst community, he is also calling for much, much higher gold. I believe also $2,500 gold by the end of the year. So it can happen. But more importantly, let's remember we have $1,750 gold and almost $20 silver in the worst macro environment for the metals that anyone could imagine. Super hawkish Fed, super strong dollar, rising interest rates. I mean, it can't get worse from a macro level. It can, right? It could get worse. And don't get me wrong, there's no guarantee we're at the bottom, but it's pretty darn bad. Can the Fed get more hawkish? Possibly, but it's going to be hard. They've already said unconditional in their fight. They kind of opened up every hawkish door that they have. Sure, they could become somehow more hawkish, but likely we are at or near the peak level of hawkishness. And overall sentiment within the precious metals arena, whether you're talking bullion or the mining stocks, I mean, it is low, low, low. Again, can it go lower? Yes, it can't go too much lower though. I mean, there has to be a floor for the sentiment for the metals and the mining stocks. That's a good thing, because if we take stock of the fact that we've got gold at this level, silver at this level, they're building a platform that if sentiment improves, if the macro environment improves just marginally, we could see significant increases in both the metals prices and the mining stocks. And don't forget, guys, it's happened before in times of economic uncertainty. 50 years ago, during the 1970s, gold and silver and the mining stocks were the darlings of Wall Street, okay? And also, 50 years prior to that, during roughly the time period of the Great Depression, some of the gold stocks were the only ones that actually went up during that period. So gold and silver can perform contrary to the macro environment during a stagflationary or a severe recessionary period. It could happen. I know that right now it doesn't feel like that, but it can happen. And I want to say it will happen, but you know, I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball, but we'll be here together to ride it out in the basement where you're always welcome. Subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, turn on the little bell notification if you want to be alerted every time I put out a new video. And until next time, you be well.